Those who shouted, "Hosanna, Hosanna." Some of them were among those who said, "Crucify him," even if not all of them. Now my question is, what happened? Whether it is the same group, or only some of them, or even a different group, what happened? There is a short video clip that has gone around the whole world and has received over 100 million views in TikTok alone, without counting Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. This clip shows us a small boy. 2 of his teeth are missing in front. And he was crying. After crying for 2 seconds, he changed and started laughing. I'm sure many of you have seen that clip. Nwatakịrị na-akwa ọkwa he ugboro na-abọ bido dagada ọchị. And both the cry and the laughter were sincere. People kept circulating that clip until 2 weeks ago. The true story of that boy emerged. His name is Albert Ofosu Nketia. Albert Ofosu Nketia, 7 years old, from Ghana, living in Kumasi with the mother. The mother told a story that something happened. The boy wanted food, a particular type of food, and that food was not available. And the mother gave him the food that was available. And after having eaten that food, the grandmother asked him, "You said you wouldn't eat that food, now you have eaten it. So you were just being mischievous." So he started crying. As he was crying, the same grandmother started singing a song, a very funny song for him, and he started laughing. This boy moved from cry to laughter in a few seconds. That is all we see. Without this story, we would not have known that there was another person behind, responsible both for the cry and for the laughter. Otito dịrị Jesu. Nwatakịrị a bere akwa, chinekwa baa n'ọchị. Anyị na-asị o nwere ihe na-eme nwatakịrị na-eme otu a. Mana ihe anyị ga-aghọta bụ na o nwere onye nọ n'azụ akpa ya ụka ọchị, egbu ya ili. All of you know also the Igbo boy from Anambra, I think he's about 10 or 12 years, Nwakoboko. Ihe shi that boy n'ọnụ afụta. When you listen to him, you'll be wondering, kedebe nwatakịrị a shefụta? Nwakoboko. Onye na-ajụ, ka njụgodu unu nwa bụ ndị a gụchagoro akwụkwọ. Mgbe ọbụla onye nkụzi anyị na-enye anyị nsogbu, anyị see cockroach. Unu nwa bụ ndị togoro eto, kedu uru ise cockroach bara unu? Aghọtazikwa m o. Anyị niile chima. There is also another boy. There are many of them now. Another boy called Kamsi from Elugu, who is also making clips. Most of the time on our condom madwono. Otito dịrị Jesu. Kedu ihe o jikere ụmụaka taa? And all the other children whose clips you see, there are adults behind them. There are people behind them. And let me tell you what those adults are doing. They are manipulating the children. They are manipulating them, playing on their innocence and their genuine feelings. These adults are exploiting the innocence of children, their honesty, their genuine feelings, to push a message to their own advantage. Now, what happened? We hear the chief priests had persuaded the crowd to demand the release of Barabbas. The Sanhedrin, chief priests, elders of the people, the Pharisees, they organized, seeing the influence of Jesus, manipulated a weak apostle, Judas, who betrayed him to them. They conducted a kangaroo court, condemned him in the Sanhedrin, took him bound to Pilate. They instigated the crowd, one, to demand the death of Jesus, two, to protest should Pilate release him. And they arrived at the Praetorium. Pilate, just judge, intelligent governor, disciplined by the Roman law, saw the truth. But these same instigators, manipulators, still worked on his psychology. John's gospel will tell us later, if you release this man, you are no longer a friend of Caesar. The same group of people, what was their problem? They didn't want change because they were benefiting from the corrupt situation. People thought they wanted the liberation of Israel. People thought they wanted freedom for the children, for the Jews. The high priests had become political, all of them. And it did not matter to them, right or wrong. They only wanted to keep their authority. Nobody dared question their authority. That was why when Jesus answered, is that how you answer the high priest? How dare you? The Pharisees were interested in observing the law, whether they were ruled by the Romans or by the Assyrians or by the Jews, provided the law was kept. Can't you see people who were condemning an innocent person to death, whose manipulative action had led a weak apostle to commit suicide? And now they are worried about blood money. We can't put this money in our treasury. Evil, wicked men. You are concerned about your treasury. A man has just died and another one is about to die. And you are concerned about putting money in your treasury? These are religious fanatics that manipulate the psychology, the will, and the mind of the people, innocent people. They existed then. They exist even now. And then, a person like Pilate, who knew, he knew what he was supposed to do. He knew the law, but he was prepared to sacrifice an innocent man to keep his position and his reputation. Now, the difference between Albert Ofosu Nketia, Nwakoboko, and Kamsi, and Judas, Pilate, and the crowds, the difference between these two sets, Bonandan Keys is a boom worker. These others in the gospel were adults. If you are an adult, you take responsibility for your action, no matter who is behind manipulating you.